Ben Shephard has always been known for his calm presence, professionalism, and genuine warmth on screen. Whether hosting live television or sharing light moments with guests, he rarely lets emotions take center stage. That's why a recent on-air moment left viewers deeply moved. During a quiet and reflective segment, Ben's usual composure softened as he responded to a difficult situation involving Annie. His words were measured, sincere, and full of empathy, revealing a side of him that audiences don't often see. This wasn't a rehearsed reaction or a dramatic statement, it was raw honesty. As Ben spoke, his tone shifted, gentler, more thoughtful. He acknowledged how challenging moments can test even the strongest people, and how compassion matters most when someone is going through uncertainty. Viewers immediately sensed that this was more than just another TV segment. It was a human moment, one where emotion quietly broke through the usual structure of live television. Rather than focusing on details, Ben chose his words carefully. He spoke about understanding, patience, and standing by people when life feels overwhelming. That approach resonated strongly. Fans praised him for handling the moment with dignity and respect, without sensationalizing or speculating. His reaction felt protective rather than performative. Social media soon filled with messages of support, not just for Annie, but also for Ben, whose sincerity struck a chord with audiences across the country. What stood out most was the emphasis on support. Ben highlighted the importance of community, friends, colleagues, and loved ones who quietly offer strength during difficult times. He reminded viewers that challenges don't need to be faced alone, and that simply showing up for someone can make a powerful difference. It was a message many people needed to hear. The segment shifted from sadness to solidarity, transforming a heavy moment into one of shared understanding. Instead of panic or speculation, the public response was calm and compassionate. Viewers thanked Ben for addressing the situation with care and for keeping the focus on empathy rather than headlines. Many shared how the moment encouraged them to check in on people in their own lives. Others praised the program for allowing space for genuine emotion without turning it into drama. It became clear that authenticity, when handled well, can be far more powerful than shock. In an age where TV moments are often edited for impact, this one stood out because of its simplicity. No raised voices, no dramatic pauses, just honest emotion and respect. Ben Shephard's reaction reminded audiences that behind every story are real people, real feelings, and real challenges. And sometimes the most memorable moments are the quiet ones. As the program moved on, viewers were left with a sense of reassurance. Ben's calm presence and thoughtful words offered comfort rather than fear. The message was clear: difficult times pass more easily when met with kindness, patience, and understanding. As the segment continued, there was a noticeable shift in the atmosphere. The studio felt calmer, almost reflective. Ben Shephard paused briefly, not out of uncertainty, but out of care. It was the kind of pause that showed he understood the weight of the moment. Viewers could sense that he wasn't just presenting a story, he was acknowledging a real human experience. That quiet respect made the moment feel sincere rather than scripted. Ben has handled countless serious topics throughout his career, yet this moment stood out. There was no rush to move on, no attempt to lighten the mood too quickly. Instead, he allowed space for emotion, something rarely seen in fast-paced television. That decision mattered. It showed that compassion doesn't weaken professionalism, it strengthens it. As the show went on, many viewers reflected on what they had just witnessed. Ben's response wasn't about providing answers, it was about offering presence. His words gently reminded audiences that during difficult times, listening can be more powerful than speaking.
Patience can be more helpful than advice. Kindness can be a form of strength. For many watching at home, that message landed deeply. Importantly, the focus remained on empathy rather than details. The program avoided unnecessary discussion, allowing dignity to stay at the center of the conversation. This approach was widely praised. Fans appreciated that Annie's situation was treated with care, avoiding rumors or dramatic framing. It reinforced the idea that some moments deserve understanding, not headlines. Following the broadcast, messages continued to pour in, but the tone remained gentle. People shared words of encouragement, personal reflections, and gratitude for how the moment was handled. Many said it reminded them to slow down and check in on those around them. Others praised the program for allowing space for genuine emotion without turning it into drama. It became clear that authenticity, when handled well, can be far more powerful than shock. What viewers admired most was Ben's steadiness. He didn't center the moment on himself, yet his sincerity helped guide the conversation with care. That balance, being present without overpowering the story, is what has made him such a trusted figure over the years. This moment only deepened that trust. As the program returned to its usual rhythm, the emotional tone lingered, not as sadness, but as understanding. The message was subtle, yet powerful. Difficult moments are part of life, and facing them with compassion makes all the difference. Ben's reaction didn't close a chapter, it opened a space for empathy. This continuation wasn't about prolonging sadness, it was about honoring humanity. In a brief but meaningful TV moment, Shephard showed that kindness, when expressed sincerely, can resonate far beyond words. And sometimes, that quiet reassurance is exactly what people need.